Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, the final day of Vayishlach. So we find that Dinah has gone into the town of Shechem, and there she has fallen prey to the prince of Shechem, whose name is Shechem. He wants her, he takes her. He seems to be the spoiled son of aristocracy, and if he sees something, he wants it. He doesn't have to ask, he just takes. Now, it says that he loved Dinah, that he desired to have her. He was being clung to her. It says that he lay with her and then he humbled her. Now, what all of that means and how it played out, I'm not exactly going to go into here now on this short video. But we understand then that Dinah feels, she feels betrayed, perhaps. She feels humbled, she feels shamed, and it's a very delicate, bad situation. News gets back to Yaakov while his sons are out in the fields with the sheep. He's greatly disturbed, as rightly he should be. And then Hamor, the king, comes and he plays the diplomat. Now, he has strategy in mind. Number one, he doesn't want to cause an adversary unnecessarily in Yaakov, nor in his sons, for they're wealthy. Ultimately, as we find in the reading of chapter 34, he wants the wealth. We'll deal with the people, but we want the wealth. Shechem. His name means the neck, the shoulder, the head that turns to the right or the left. A man's decisions. He is the son of Hamor, an ass, a strong, reliable beast of burden, but akin to Ishmael, who was also called the wild ass of a man. He is also called the Hivite. The word Hivite means a people or a place to live. But what's interesting is that in Aramaic, the name for Hivite means serpentine. It is very close to the word or the name for Chava, Adam's wife. So this man that Dinah has been humbled by is one who has looked and weighed the options and made his choice. And he's chosen to live by his desires, his yearnings, and by the lusts of his eyes, calling it love. You can convince yourself that you love a lot of different things if you look and try hard enough. So his father comes and tries to play the diplomat, play down the situation. Young people, you know, they're just not like you and I. They're so different these days. Let's let them marry. Your people marry my people will marry your people. And in his mind, he's thinking, and ultimately, I'll get your flocks, your herds, and all of your wealth. Yaakov says nothing. Now, how he could say nothing, I don't know. It's beyond me. But he waits patiently until his sons come home, and they are rightly outraged. Because the virgin daughter of Am Israel has been taken by the prince of this present world. What are we saying here? The prophets called the virgin daughter Mount Sion. The princes of this world are very much, quote unquote, in love. That is, they have a spiritual lust for Mount Sion. And they want to take that place, and they have already humbled it and violated it and soiled it by what they have built there. The sons of Am Israel are rightly disturbed and rightly outraged because the virgin daughter of Am Israel has now become tainted. It needs to be cleansed. Now, Yah is going to allow Yeshua, as he cleans the temple of the money changers and the keepers of animals, he is going to allow Yeshua to come again, and Yeshua is going to do that work. It's going to be cleansed. That's not our job. That's his job. Yeshua will indeed do that. and restore the virgin daughter of Israel. So let's understand that genuine righteous love is not based on intellect. It's not based on emotion and feeling. And in the church, we were given over to the emotional aspect of the flooding of the Ruach HaKodesh and the warm, wonderful times of His presence, the washing and the refreshing. We've gotten closer now to our brother Yehuda, and we are enjoying the intellectual stimuli. We like to see our mind of our spirit begin to grow and become knowledgeable. Well, let's understand this, that righteous, genuine righteous love is neither based on emotion nor intellect, but upon obedience. Loving Him with a whole heart, knowing now His truth, we walk in obedience. So if we say that we love Him, Yeshua said we would keep His commandments, not intellectually, not based on the emotions of warm fuzzies or fear, but out of genuine righteous love for our Messiah. We reject the serpentine attitudes of this world, of going after what our eyes see. We want it. We just want to find a way to get it. And rather we walk by belief. We walk by trust. We honor Him. And knowing that if we seek the kingdom first, He will add all of these things unto us. So the proposal is thus: the men of your city must become circumcised. Now, in discussing this, it is readily talked about how that in circumcising the men of Shechem, the strategy would be that on the third day, when their pain would be the greatest, that the brothers would then go and attack them and annihilate them. I think there's something a little bit more going on here. I do not believe they had any intention of intermarrying with these people, the Shechemites. I don't believe that they ever wanted to give in, but they were setting things up so that it would be done, at least by all appearances, be done rightly. Now, Hamora goes back and says, let's follow the plan. So we suffer a little bit, so we're cut a little bit, so we bleed a little bit. We end up with everything. The world's systems are willing to suffer up front, deal up front, make the deal up front, pay whatever price is necessary, but they want Jerusalem. Make no mistake about it, the kingdoms of this world are still eyeing Jerusalem. No matter what's going on politically in whatever country that you're looking at, ultimately they're all being drawn down to the land and to Jerusalem in particular. So they want the grand prize. But because the men have now circumcised themselves, they become liable to the covenant. And as they are violating the covenant, then they are to become recipients of the judgment attached to the covenant. At least the brothers feel better in that these people have circumcised themselves. They're now liable, and where they may have gotten off track is that they have set themselves up as executioners of that covenant. What it does is cause Yaakov's name to become a stink in the land as Shimon and Levi go in and they destroy the men of the city and wipe them out. Now, maybe they feel that they have avenged their sister's shame, that they have suddenly appeased the wrath of Elohim against themselves. Whatever they think that they have accomplished, Yaakov marks them and says, you're violent and bloody men, and you'll never be together in the future. So now it's time to leave. Sometimes things happen just to get us to leave and to continue our journey, but something significant takes place. Before they leave the area, they search out for the idols that are among them, and they bury them before they leave town. Why did Yaakov settle in this area to begin with? Idols, your idolatries, will keep you from getting to where you're supposed to go. Get rid of your idols and let's go home. Shabbat Shalom. I hope you've enjoyed this week. We'll talk again to you soon. Shalom.